Look closely at the earth beneath our feet. It tells a story, one of triumphs and tragedies written in dust and stone. Across our planet, the land lies wounded, stripped bare of its life-giving skin. This is land degradation, the slow, silent erosion of the very foundation upon which civilizations are built. Great civilizations have risen and fallen as their soils gave way, like the Fertile Crescent, now arid, or the vanished Mayans. The American Dust Bowl turned prairies into deserts, a stark reminder of nature's fragility. Exhaust the land, and we exhaust our future. Our survival depends on living in balance with the natural world. But within this struggle, there is also resilience, found in the most unexpected of places. On Africa's sun-scorched plains, our ancestors faced harsh lands and shifting climates. They discovered a humble champion, sorghum, a simple grass that thrived when others withered. Early farmers in Sudan and Ethiopia selected the hardiest plants, learning its strengths. Sorghum became a reliable source of food and survival. It journeyed from Africa to India, China, and the Middle East, adapting to new lands. Sorghum became flour, beer, and energy, the grain of the people. Its resilience anchored civilizations, providing a buffer against famine. While empires depended on wheat or rice faltered, those with sorghum endured. Ancient farmers knew true wealth was feeding one's family when the rains failed. Sorghum was their treasure. What gives sorghum its extraordinary resilience? Its biology is a masterpiece of adaptation. Sorghum's deep roots plunge over 2 meters, tapping hidden water reserves long after surface soil dries. When drought strikes, sorghum can enter dormancy, pausing growth to conserve water, then reawakening with the rains. Its leaves are coated in a waxy cuticle, reducing water loss under intense heat. With fewer stomata than other crops, it breathes out less water vapor, conserving every drop. Sorghum is one of the most water-efficient crops on the planet, producing grain with a fraction of the water needed by corn or wheat. Built for drought, heat, and poor soils, it is a survivor shaped by millennia of hardship. It doesn't just tolerate adversity, it thrives in it. This is the secret to its endurance, and why it became a lifeline for so many. Sorghum's story is one of adaptation, survival, and hope. It is a plant forged in fire. Throughout history, famine has tested the balance between people and the land. In ancient Nubia and Kush, sorghum was the bedrock, thriving where wheat and barley failed, sustaining empires for centuries. In India's dry Deccan plateau, jowar, sorghum, was often the only crop left standing during brutal droughts. British records tell of famines where rice and wheat failed, but sorghum kept communities alive. In Yemen, sorghum grew on terraced mountainsides, capturing scarce rainfall and feeding vibrant communities. In China's arid north, it became food and the base for baijiu, a spirit prized in hard times. Sorghum was not the grain of luxury, but of necessity, the silent provider through history's darkest hours. Its resilience made it a strategic asset in times of upheaval and war. Across continents, sorghum stood between hunger and hope. It is the grain that endures when all else fails. Sorghum's gift goes beyond grain. It heals the land. Its deep roots break up compacted soil, creating channels for air and water. After harvest, these roots decompose, enriching the soil with organic matter and nutrients. Fields planted with sorghum become darker, richer, and more fertile, holding more moisture and reducing erosion. Sorghum acts as a living plough, restoring degraded land from within. Farmers have long known that crops planted after sorghum yield more, thanks to healthier soil. It is a pioneer crop, laying the foundation for diverse, productive agriculture. Modern science calls this regenerative agriculture, but it's ancient wisdom. Sorghum doesn't just survive in harsh landscapes. It transforms them. It is a quiet architect of renewal, turning barren ground into thriving ecosystems. As we face climate change and water scarcity, sorghum offers a blueprint for the future. Its resilience is what modern food systems need, thriving with less water, fighting desertification and healing soil. Scientists are breeding even tougher, more nutritious sorghum, blending ancient wisdom with modern innovation. Farmers worldwide are planting sorghum to restore soil, reduce chemicals, and capture carbon. Once dismissed as famine food, sorghum is now celebrated for its nutrition, gluten-free, rich in antioxidants, protein, and fiber. Chefs are exploring its versatility, and demand is rising, creating new opportunities for farmers in dry regions. Sorghum's story is one of economic empowerment rooted in ecological wisdom. It reminds us that solutions may lie in the enduring knowledge of the past. This humble grass, which has sustained humanity through collapse and renewal, carries a profound message. Even in the harshest lands, life can endure and flourish.